The French resistance during World War II was a complex and multifaceted movement that played a critical role in undermining Nazi control in occupied France and aiding the Allied forces. The resistance was not a singular, unified organization, but rather a collection of disparate groups and individuals who shared the common goal of resisting the German occupation and the Vichy regime, which collaborated with the Nazis. The resistance began as early as 1940, following the fall of France and the armistice signed with Germany. Initially, it was comprised of isolated acts of defiance by individuals or small groups who were unwilling to accept the German occupation. These early efforts were often spontaneous, including the distribution of anti-German leaflets, the gathering of intelligence, and the sabotage of German military operations. As the occupation continued, these efforts became more organized. Various groups began to emerge, each with its own ideology and methods. Some were aligned with left-wing ideologies, such as the communist-led Franksterersat Partisans, FTP, while others were more conservative or nationalist. Notable among these groups were Combat, Liberation, and the National Council of the Resistance CNR, which was formed in 1943 to coordinate the activities of the different resistance groups. The resistance was supported by the Free French Forces, Forces Françaises Libres, led by General Charles de Gaulle, who had fled to London after the fall of France. De Gaulle's broadcasts from London, urging the French people to resist the occupation, were a significant morale boost and helped to unify the resistance efforts. The activities of the resistance were varied and wide-ranging. They included intelligence gathering, which was passed on to the Allies, enabling successful military operations, such as the D-Day landings in June 1944. The resistance also engaged in acts of sabotage, such as blowing up railways, bridges, and factories that were vital to the German war effort. They disrupted communication lines and attacked German convoys, making it difficult for the Germans to maintain control over the occupied territory. In addition to these military activities, the resistance also played a crucial role in the underground press, which kept the French population informed about the war and countered Nazi propaganda. They also helped hide and protect Jews, political dissidents, and Allied soldiers who were trapped behind enemy lines. The resistance was not without its dangers. Members operated in a highly risky environment, where the Gestapo and Vichy police actively hunted them. Many were captured, tortured, and executed. The price of resistance was high, with an estimated 100,000 members of the resistance killed during the war. As Allied forces advanced into France following D-Day, the resistance played a vital role in the liberation of various cities, including Paris. They launched uprisings that weakened German forces and helped to liberate areas even before the arrival of Allied troops. The Paris uprising in August 1944, which led to the city's liberation, was one of the most significant moments in the resistance's history. The legacy of the French resistance is profound. It is remembered not only for its direct contributions to the defeat of Nazi Germany, but also as a symbol of the French spirit of defiance and the fight for freedom. After the war, many former resistance members became influential in French politics, and the movement was instrumental in shaping post-war France's identity and its memory of the occupation. The resistance also faced internal challenges, including ideological differences among various groups, which sometimes led to conflicts. Additionally, the role of the resistance in the post-war purges, epuration, of collaborators was controversial, as it led to a complex and often brutal reckoning with those who had supported the Vichy regime. In conclusion, the French resistance was a crucial element in the fight against Nazi occupation in France. It was marked by acts of bravery, sacrifice, and an unwavering commitment to the liberation of France, despite facing overwhelming odds and severe repression.